I didn't want to make a video on this. I saw what happened this week in my nation's capital, and I lost all faith in my country. But I can't lose faith, and I can't not talk about this, because then I become part of the problem. So I say to you, e pluribus unum. Out of many, one. Out of many states, one country. Out of many people, one nation. And as a nation, we've forgotten this phrase. I would be willing to bet more than 50% of Americans don't even know where this phrase appears. It's on the Great Seal, the eagle, the bearer of peace in war. And yet, this week in American history, Americans invaded their own capital. Is this what I dedicated my life to when I served in the military? Did I protect these freedoms? The freedom to walk right over the intention of our protections, where people are allowed to peaceably assemble for a redress of grievances. This was not a redress of grievances. This is because one half of the country didn't get the president of their choosing. They stormed the Capitol. Guns drawn inside of the Capitol of the greatest democracy on the planet. Rampant destruction, desecration of the halls of their government. Was this reality, or was this a movie? Because I really can't tell the difference between this and this. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free. People used to want to come to America because it was the land of the free and the home of the brave. What are we home to now? The problem now is the men and women who are running the country are self-interested, and they have convoluted the entire spectrum of politics. Liberal, moderate, conservative. Why do these labels make us enemies? What if I want to be liberal on drug regulation? I want to be moderate on gun enforcement, and I want to be conservative on foreign aid. What party do I choose then? It doesn't matter what party I choose, because my elected representative isn't going to vote for what's best for me. They are going to vote for what's best for the lobbies that keep getting them elected. What we need right now, what we desperately need is a statesman, not another politician, not a Democrat, not a Republican. We need a Lucius Quintus Cincinnatus, a man who was so loyal to the dream of Rome that twice he was made dictator, and twice he solved the crisis, and twice he returned the power back to the state. Ironically, both times it took him less than 3 weeks to do what needed to be done. I hope to never again see a media broadcast with guns drawn inside of our Capitol building. I sincerely hope that we can get through Inauguration Day without the kickoff of another American Civil War. And I hope that somehow, in some way, the Americans that thought it was a good idea to invade the Capitol building can set a better example that just because somebody doesn't share your political ideology, that doesn't make them your enemy. It makes them one. It makes them one of the many one. I call upon our leadership in this country. We desperately need a statesman. We desperately need a Cincinnatus. Otherwise, this is our not too distant future.